So I have like 2 little mini challenges I'm going to be working on this week. And they're going to be challenging. They both might be slightly out of reach, but that's a good thing because it'll just make me work that much harder to try to achieve them. The first is I would like to get under 200 pounds. This past Saturday, I weighed myself. I was 202.6. I'm right there. I mean, 2.6 pounds to lose this week. Actually, I'd have to lose a little bit more, obviously, than 2.6. But it's doable. I'm just gonna really have to push hard. And the second challenge is to fit into my next size pair of jeans. I'm currently wearing a 35 waist jeans. I'd like to fit into my 34s. So yeah, that's challenge number 2. The good news is the shorts that I'm wearing right now, if I can get that in the shot, are a size 34. They actually feel like kind of a big 34. So I'm not really using that as my gauge that I could fit into my 34 jeans right now. But if I make it under 200, my original guess was that I needed to lose about 10 pounds for each jean size. And that would put me down over 20 pounds. So I think I'd have a good shot at fitting into them. It's gonna be challenging, but I feel good. Gonna make a push. And even if I don't make it, at least I pushed hard. And that's all I can do. So another walk today. Not going quite as far today as I did yesterday, but still pretty good. Still carrying my 15 pounds. Feels good. I'm definitely building more strength in my legs, my upper back, some of my core in particular, because it doesn't feel quite as difficult today as it has over the last couple days. So I'm really hoping that I get down under 200 pounds and I can bump this up to 20 pounds that I'm carrying by next week. Just as I was coming down here, I noticed a path or a gate off to the side, and I think that might actually be like another entrance over to the lake that I go kayaking on, which would be really great because then I could avoid having to shoot over on this road to get to the lake when I'm pulling my kayak with my bike. I really don't know how well maintained that trail is, whether I could actually ride a bike with a kayak in tow behind it, but I do want to get some more miles on my bike before I attempt that, because I haven't been riding much at all. But maybe sometime this week I will take a ride down here and follow that trail, see where it goes. Really looking forward to kayaking. I mean, with the weather now, it's like in the 70s. Perfect for kayaking. So yeah, excited for that. I'm really excited. Today I might have got myself a new job. I say might have because it's only a verbal agreement at this point. I'm not like officially an employee. So I don't think I'm gonna talk about it in detail. I don't want to jinx it. I'll wait until I'm officially an employee and or start working. But I'm really excited. Really excited about this one. I have to say, I'm not a super huge fan of this once a week weigh-in. You know, one of my goals this week was to break 200 pounds, you know, see 199 or whatever on the scale. But I don't know where I am. I'm gonna weigh in tomorrow. Hopefully I've broken 200 pounds, but I don't know. I've done well this week. I've been pretty active, stuck to my diet for the most part, a couple meals here and there I went off. But I don't really feel like I've lost weight. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what it is tomorrow. But again, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather know where I am. I thought about weighing myself this morning. Just like, you know, I don't know. Take the pressure off. Have I already broken 200? Or like, am I this close and I need to just push really hard today? I don't know. But I wanted to give myself at least like these 2 weeks and try the weekly weigh-in and see how things work. But as of right now, I think I'm going to resume daily weigh-ins starting tomorrow. At least that's my thought process right now. Who knows? Who knows what will happen after my my weigh-in tomorrow? So I don't know. Gonna push today though. Not gonna let up. Did I mention that gate earlier this week? I can't remember what I've talked about. So, on a walk I did earlier in the week, I passed that gate, and there's a sign there saying that it's, I guess, part of the park or the lake that I go kayaking in. So this is almost like a side entrance. So the other day I took a bike ride and I went past the gate. It goes kind of through the woods a little bit, and then you come out to a really big field. Actually, there's a couple fields, and you ride kind of just along the outside edge of the field, cross into the other field, and on the far side there's another gate, and that takes you into the lake area where there's some gravel roads and has these little side roads that go down. You can bike or walk or even drive, you know, down to the edge of the lake. So I rode all the way there the other day. My point in doing that was to see if I could possibly pull the kayak that way instead of, you know, biking with the kayak along the road, which was probably the most dangerous part of that. But I really don't think I can. I'd probably have to take the kayak off the rack just to get past the gates, and then the little narrow pathway next to the fields. I just think it'd be more trouble than it's worth to try to do that, which I'm really bummed. I was hoping I'd have like this back path all the way to the lake where I could do some kayaking over the summer. But I still plan to do that. I would like to take my bike out with the kayak again, and I'll just have to ride along the road. So, it's a nice bike ride though. I'll probably do the bike ride again. All right, the air conditioning does not work in this car. So I put the windows up temporarily so there's no wind noise on this video. But it's 93 degrees outside, and I'm gonna start sweating really fast. So I'm gonna wrap this video up pretty quick. My weigh-in this morning. So close to breaking 200. So close. It was 200.4. I thought this might happen. I thought, you know, there's a chance that I might see something like really close, be really close to breaking it and not quite do it. Yeah, so that was, you know, one of my goals this week, to break 200. The other goal was to try to fit into my size 34 jeans. I didn't even try them on because I don't really feel like I lost a lot of weight this week. So I'll get into that in just a second. So I think I'm gonna put both of these goals, or push these goals, to next week. So I'll try to break 200 pounds next week, and then maybe even try on my size 34 jeans next week, see if I fit into those. The reason that I don't really feel like I lost a lot of weight, I mean, last week I weighed 202.6, so that's like, what, 2.2 pound loss for the week. But like I've been doing recently, last night was Friday night, I had a couple beers. I feel like I was dehydrated this morning, so I think that number, the 200.4, is low. Like I said, I don't feel like I lost a lot of weight this week, so I'm guessing the real number is probably more like 202. Yeah, so I'm expecting to see a jump in weight tomorrow. And I guess, speaking of which, I do plan on resuming my daily weigh-ins starting tomorrow. At least that's the way I feel right now. But I do expect to see a jump in weight tomorrow. Like I said, I think my weight is probably closer to 202 right now. The other thing is, and where I'm headed right now, my wife and I are taking my son, my oldest son, out to dinner, just the three of us. He's getting married 2 weeks from today, so we thought it might be neat, you know, just take him out to dinner, just the three of us before his wedding. So that's where I'm headed right now. And I don't typically eat a larger meal later in the day. I usually don't even eat after like 5 or 6. So I have a feeling my weight tomorrow could be something like, I don't know, 204, 205, even 206. So I'm not really expecting to, you know, maintain these low 200s. You know, at least not for tomorrow's weigh-in. So, you know, I really wanted to avoid these kind of like spikes in weight, like, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I think today's weight was artificially low. Tomorrow's going to be higher with the dinner, but that's all right. I think that by this time next week, I'm hoping I can be under 200. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this week. I am sweating. I feel like I'm dripping in sweat. I got to roll the windows back down. Whew. All right. I'll talk to you next week.